Hey, man. Feel like
Hello,
I'm
sir.
going back to the future an hour.
Yeah, I may have screwed up the old timing of the start date of the podcast, but what would a podcast with us be if I didn't screw something up? So
Well,
there we
well,
are.
I was referring to the fact that you are in the past and I'm in the future right now by 1 hour.
By God.
Oh, good. Hello, Pack-a-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future Podcast presents Sunday night's main event. I'm your host, Ricky the Bruiser, eBay, and I'm joined by my tag team partner in crime, Chad, the Maroon Face of Doom, Doc. How you doing, Doc?
I'm taking the show on the road tonight, and I'm ready to roll, baby.
Dude, we're delirious. You're in an Airbnb between. You're a host without a home
Or a microphone.
or a microphone.
Yeah.
I am watching AEW Revolution live while we're doing this show. Dude,
Yes.
we might need to get into AEW. It's already. Edge and Christian made a surprise comeback to destroy people. I'm watching the third member of the Shield, Dean Ambrose. They're all bloody. They're all like, it's just insane. They had a female wrestler who bases her character off 1940s actresses. So she like does the little hoity-toity accent and like dresses in all old clothes. It's a 10 out of 10. We might need to foray into the world that is AEW.
Yeah,
But
you
on
can never get enough wrestling. Never get
No.
enough wrestling.
Never. But on tonight's show, we've got yet another epic tag team card battle for you guys tonight. We're going 3 count. We've got a new game. What's that from? We've got a ton. I'm so excited for Do You Remembers tonight. It's
Yes.
going to give you a peek into the history of wrestling. But
I love it.
before, well, and I guess, do we have any show announcements? We don't do show announcements for this one, or else you get a chair to the back of the head, right?
Yeah, if you do show announcements here for 20 minutes, it's thumbtacks come out, like the whole bit is just a hot mess. And I think the only other thing to add that
Please.
you and I did not talk about pre-show, but I saw on social media over the last 2 days is that 2026 Topps Chrome first day issue boxes were released via Dutch auction and went for an absurd amount. And that's going to be one of the highlights that we'll talk about on 3 count. So I want to promote that as well.
Dude,
So stay tuned.
yeah, Pokemon and wrestling, man, they are making a big old surge,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm here for half of it. All right. Well, Chad, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Oh, baby. I was born ready.
We're going to be covering this week in wrestling history next, and this was a big day. Honestly, almost all of our This Week in Wrestling History comes from today. It was a
No
day
kidding.
of melt in history and wrestling. I'm going to take you back to the year 1943 when one Middle Eastern era wrestler got started on his warpath by being born. The Iron Sheik was born on this day in 1943. Fast forward a mere 53 years. On this same day, AEW superstar MJF was born. Now, dude, Chad, you would love MJF. He's like The Rock. He wears all Burberry. He's a total ass. He's like the Stone Cold meets The Rock. He's an 11 out of 10. He's going to fight in a Texas Extreme Rules chainsaw match tonight, and I'm here for it against Adam Hangman Page.
Yeah, anytime a chainsaw match is involved, that immediately grabs my attention.
I don't
I'm
know
here
the
for it.
chainsaw, but it's Texas Extreme. There was tons of barbed wire in the promos, tons of broken glass, people
Oh, God.
hanging over the edge of the ropes, a lot of danger.
This
What?
is where it really puts me into this conundrum in my brain because, as a physician, I cannot recommend any of this.
No, but you can cheer it
But
on.
but the entertainment value, it's like, I think I'm here for it.
Well, let's fast forward another just 1 year after MJF was born.
Yes.
R-Truth, our boy, Ron Cena, makes his wrestling debut on this day, 1997, for Pro Wrestling Federation. 2 years later, 1999, on this day. And we've got a link for it. We're going to have a link for you on the website where you can catch this episode. Monday Night Raw. The New Age Outlaws strike dual singles gold when both the Road Dogg Jesse James wins the Intercontinental Championship and the Badass Billy Gunn wins the WWF Hardcore Championship on the same night on Monday Night Raw.
Oh my God. R.I.P. Ryder Road Dogg.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Ryder. R.I.P. Road Dogg. And finally, closing it out with our boy, Ron Cena. This year, or on 2021, on this day, R-Truth wins the WWE 24/7 Championship from Bad Bunny after he trades Bad Bunny for the title and gives Bad Bunny Stone Cold Steve Austin memorabilia. We've got that clip. We'll have that clip up for you too. That's a shorter clip, and it's funny as hell. He's having to like negotiate with this guy.
Dude, R-Truth he had some of the funniest bits I think I've ever seen. And of course, you're more well versed in the history of wrestling, but oh my God, every time he grabs a microphone or gets behind a camera, has my full attention.
He's an 11 out of 10. He was Danhausen before Danhausen existed.
R-Truthhausen.
Yeah, R-Truthhausen, exactly. Dude, if they don't have Danhausen and R-Truth fight, what are you doing?
Dude, they could be a tag team.
It would be I would sell my house and tour with them if they became a tag team.
Can't you imagine R-Truth just like thinking that Danhausen's like a werewolf or Frankenstein and like totally going along with the bit for months on end?
100%. Oh, dude, it would be the options are endless.
Yeah.
I hope
really
R-Truth's still with WWF. I don't know if he is or not, but but we'll have to look into that. All right, moving along. Chad, we have a social media clip of the week.
Wait.
I'm interested.
Are we gonna do the this week that maybe a house was involved, or is that for later?
Oh, that's Do You Remember?
Oh, got you.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it. That's in another segment coming up. We're gonna break that down for a moment. But yeah, you interested me with this title. WWE fires the child hamburger for decapitating a luchador.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is our social media clip of the week, as you aforementionedly stated. And here we go. This comes from the Instagram, and you never really know what you can believe on the Instagram or not. So this is from wrestle.ish, and it says, breaking news, shows Triple H looking fierce, screaming into a microphone. WWE fires Triple A star after he video of him. Yep, you heard that right. After he video of him hitting a fan goes viral. And we've got that clip. You ready for this?
Yeah, I like that they have news along the side.
So let me pause it here. So it says, this wrestler who is named Nino Hamburguesa. It shows him out in the stands of the front row during a wrestling match. He's got his blue top and long 1990s style, maybe 2000 style basketball shorts.
Oh, yeah.
He appears to be sitting in the lap of a fan. And as we play it here, you're going to be able to hear this. He's going to give one lucky luchador in the front row, a spectator, a little bit of that sweet, sweet hamburger sauce right to the face. Here we go.
Oh, that's a fan? That's not
That's
just
a
another
fan.
wrestler?
There's a different angle.
He sits on his lap and then just destroys it repeatedly.
Look at this elbow.
Dude, he needs, I mean, I don't know. How do you feel about that? Let me start
If
with
it's
you.
real, right? Like
Okay, assume
that.
it's real. Assume it's real. How do you feel
Oh,
about that? I'm
I mean, if
conflicted.
it's
I'm
real,
so conflicted.
that's a whole lot of hamburger to the head, man. That's a hamburger helper to the front row.
It is. It is. But here's what I'm thinking. Like, dude, we miss the 1990s NBA where they would like destroy each other and make each other bleed. I miss the era when I used to be terrified of wrestlers. This is bringing that back a little bit. And
Yeah.
if I'm front row in a luchador mask, I think I'm going to go home and brag to every single person that will listen to me about the bump I just took.
Uh, I will give you that front row in a luchador. I mean, you kind of have it coming. It would have been more impressive had the luchador climbed up to the top rope and maybe did a backflip onto the hamburger, made him a double patty. That would have impressed me. But yeah, I don't know. So apparently, um, he was fired because of this. Now, I had never heard of Triple A's child hamburger here, but after murdering the luchador in the front row, I don't know. I don't know if it's a work or a shoot, to be honest with you. I thought it was real until I read out loud the language of the Instagram post, which makes no sense even in my version of English, which is mediocre at best. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh boy. Here's the thing. Here's where I'm going to go not real. And boy, I am struggling on this one. So part of me thinks that it is real because AAA, their lucha wrestling, it's more about the art and like the amazing moves that they put on. I don't know that they do a ton of bits like this. I don't watch a lot of luchador wrestling. So I don't know if
Yeah.
this is like part of their scripted stuff. This seems like a scripted thing. The fact that he didn't hit any of the fans not wearing a mask, even though he was sitting on the other fan's lap too,
Yeah.
tells me like, hey, he was aiming for someone. That's usually a staged person that they've
Oh.
historically put in there. Dude, he got destroyed. But he isn't acting in any other way like a stage. And you combine in the fact that it's this Instagram site. I question everything they're doing.
He doesn't
I
seem
don't.
as distraught as he should be. The
No, he
luchador.
doesn't. And that's why I think it's a work. That's why I think this is a work.
God, that's a hot take. Oh God, that's an elbow though, man.
Dude,
That's
he's holding his purse. I'm
a
wrong.
full serving of the hamburger helper right there. Woo.
He's holding his purse out as to say, "Take my money. Please stop hitting me, sir."
Now, what about those three little elbows that he throws just before? Do you think that's like a warning, like, hey, it's coming, be ready for this, perhaps?
Maybe.
I mean, maybe you're
Uh,
selling me on the work of this.
I think that this may be a work either,
Oh
and
God, really giving him the business
and
there.
here's what we don't know, and I don't even think having the sound would help at all. We don't know if the guy in the mask, even if he is a fan, is saying, "Hey, give me an elbow. Give me an elbow."
Yeah, hey, it could be.
You think I run into John Cena? I'm not saying, "Hey, take me out." You choose the finisher. You think I'm gonna run to the Undertaker? I'm not saying, "Hey, Tombstone right now. Tombstone or choke slam. Your pick."
Yeah, if I ever see Undertaker out in the wild, first, even if it's like inside a Taco Bell, say he's walking out of the bathroom, I'm walking in, I'm like, hey man,
Don't
just
care.
tombstone me right here.
I don't. Yep. Anywhere, anytime. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's him having fun with the fans, but today's day and age, I could see this being very legitimate. I'm still choosing work for the record. What's your final vote?
I think it's real. I
It's
think they
you.
canned him. I think it's too much hamburger. And I think he's
Damn.
out of here.
Damn.
Time will tell the tale.
Oh, time will tell.
Ah, so there you go.
That's a fantastic clip.
Yeah.
Just
Glad you
amazing.
enjoyed it.
All right. Now, I'm going to have to put this down because Timmy's climbing into gorilla position.
Oh, buddy.
We're getting ready for one of my favorite parts of the night.
Yes.
It
Yes,
is time for where we highlight this week's auctions. And we figure out which of these cards would win in a match.
Indeed. This week, last week I think we went Fatal Five Way in episode number 1, Sunday night's main event. We did I think we did the Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
This week we're doing a 3-way tag team featuring tag team duos.
You're right. And this match is a triple threat tornado tag ladder match.
So keep that in mind. I want everyone to get that visual, and let's see our participants. Now,
yeah, buddy.
First up, we're going to start over at Fanatics Collect. Revolution, a product of note that Ricky and I have dabbled in over the years.
Oh, yeah.
2022 Revolution, Jay and Jimmy Uso, a Galactic. Of course, the non-numbered case hits. This one in a PSA 9. And you see the tag team duo here with their Bloodline t-shirts raising the WWE tag team title belts. Pretty good looking card.
Those are nasty. As
yeah.
One member of the Pack to the Future podcast family might say.
Nasty. Now, if in fact, keep this in mind, this card is up for auction. It's on Fanatics. It has 7 days as of the recording here on March 15th. These Galactics, I feel, are usually quite underpriced. And so if this is something that appeals to you, you can go ahead and bid on this card. We have no affiliation with Fanatics Collect yet. None. So that's card number 1.
It's sitting at $6. Go smash that buy button. That bid button, I guess, not buy.
Yeah, at least the bid button. Now, a second one that came up here. Now, this card, interestingly enough, just sold, but there's another one that's out there on eBay just like it. This one is the 2025 Topps WWE Universe product that just came out within the last month. Now, here what we're seeing is Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, tag team relics. Now, this is featuring an on-card autograph. It's numbered to 25. And then you get 2 patches that on the back of the card state that they were, in fact, event used. It does not specify which event it's from. This card happened to be Raw. And again, this one just barely ended. However, there are others that are like it up on eBay.
It's an amazing,
pretty powerful duo.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll coming from someone who, has traditionally watched the men wrestle, I have started to really get into the divas. I think you have as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
These are 2 big dogs. Big dogs in the women's wrestling division. This is a must-have if you're a fan of female WWE wrestlers. It just is.
Yeah. I think everyone's looking forward to Bianca Belair coming back. She's been out with a finger injury. I can relate to this actually today. I needed to place some cinder blocks down at our new rental because there's some gaps under the fence and we can't have little Max getting under the fence. So placing the cinder blocks today, I crushed my finger in between the 2 cinder blocks and have a small contusion. So I can very personally and closely relate to the 6-month injury of Bianca Belair with the bruise to my bone of my middle
that's pretty
finger.
Similar.
That's similar. Yeah. Thanks for acknowledging that. I appreciate that. Card number 3. This one I thought was fun. So 2020 Topps Finest horizontal card. It is a gold dual auto refractor of John Morrison and The Miz. This one's in a PSA 9. This one is still up for the next 4 days, so you can go bid on this card if you so choose. But this gold out of Finest is numbered to 25.
These guys really, you and I both know The Miz. We have forever.
Yeah.
We knew him when he was not a wrestler on MTV. The John Morrison's this guy who was kind of like a rock star who'd come out, and he wrestled a lot in kind of the era, I'd say the early 2000s, 2003, 4, 5, 6. And that era is a time when I wasn't even really watching it as much. In fact, I'll sometimes go back and watch that era just to find something totally new. And he would do this like bit where he would like come out into his music, and he'd like do his little dance and flick his hair, and it would go in slow motion. So you could see his hair flicking real slow behind him. They do some video effect, so it looked, and then they'd cut back to him walking to the ring.
Mine does that too.
You do every
Sarah
morning.
sometimes, yeah, I'll wake her up and be like, "Hey, honey, you want to get video for the day?" And so she'll take the video and just naturally, like, see, even right now, like, it looks like it's actually not moving the few strands I have up here, but it's just moving so slow that you can't tell.
Exactly. We've always said that about you.
Those are our participants. Ricky, do you got a match lined up for us?
Yeah, it's time to find out who's gonna come home with the prize.
Now, I do want to remind people again, you've mentioned the Junkie Tim sits in Gorilla, and people again have reached out to me and said, "Hey, like, how does he have time to do this?" We need to remind you, if you're not familiar, go listen to our main show at Pack to the Future podcast. You can hear all about Junkie Tim and his gambling adventures. He has points that allow him to get limo rides out to Wendover, and that's a 90-minute drive. So he's back there. He's in the think tank. He goes even sensory deprivation. He goes eye mask, earplugs, and he's just in the zone. He speaks it out loud, and it just dictates because he has this premonition of what this match will be, and that's what you're going to hear now.
Absolutely. Well, without further ado, let's get this bad boy rolling.
I like it.
The arena lights dimmed as the WWE universe buzzed with anticipation. Suspended high above the ring was a briefcase containing an incredibly rare prize. What could it be? The only way to win the Triple Tornado Tag Ladder match was simple. Climb a ladder and retrieve it. No tags, no rules, just chaos. First came out the Usos. Jimmy and Jay bouncing down the ramp, slapping hands with the crowd as they stared up at the briefcase. They knew speed and teamwork would be their advantage. Next, the music of The Miz and John Morrison hit. Eminem as they are known. The duo struts out confidently. Morrison doing his slow motion entrance while The Miz points at the prize like it already belonged to him. Finally, the powerhouse team of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill storm out. Bianca twirls her hair braid while Jade flexes, both glaring at the ladders around ringside. The bell rings. Chaos explodes instantly. Jey Uso drop kicks Morrison into a ladder in the corner, while Jimmy super kicks The Miz out of the ring. On the other side, Jade Cargill lifts Bianca Belair onto her shoulders, launching her like a human missile onto both Usos with a flying crossbody. Ladders slid into the ring from every direction. Morrison, the parkour specialist, springboards off the ropes and flips onto a ladder leaning against the turnbuckle, wiping out Jey Uso. The Miz quickly sets up a ladder in the center of the ring and begins climbing. But Bianca Belair sprints up the other side. Halfway up, they're trading punches. Jade suddenly shoves the ladder, sending both Miz and Bianca crashing down. The crowd goes crazy. Jade then hoists a massive ladder upright and starts climbing, her power giving her an advantage. But Jimmy and Jey Uso recover just in time. Double super kick. Jade tumbles off the ladder. The Usos begin climbing together, but Morrison runs up the ladder like a ramp, leaping off with a spinning kick and knocks both brothers down. The audience roars. Now, Morrison and Miz work together. Morrison holds the ladder steady while Miz climbs. Bianca Belair tries to stop him, but Morrison intercepts her with a corkscrew kick. Jade grabs Morrison by the waist, but he wriggles free and shoves another ladder into her path. Everyone down! Except The Miz. He reaches the top, fingertips brushing the briefcase. Suddenly, Jey Uso scrambles up the opposite side. The two men fight at the top of the ladder. They're trading blows. They're wobbling dangerously. Below them, Morrison scales another ladder and shoves Jey off with a forearm smash. Jay crashes onto a pile of ladders outside the ring. The crowd goes crazy. This is awesome. Morrison steadies the ladder and shouts, "Do it, Miz!" With the crowd roaring, the Miz unclips the briefcase and holds it high above his head. Your winners, The Miz and John Morrison. The Miz opens up the briefcase, and inside was the prized collectible. A PSA 10 graded 2020 Topps WWE dual autographed gold parallel card numbered to 25 of The Miz and Morrison themselves. Yes. The two celebrated on top of the ladders, Morrison striking a slow motion pose while The Miz shouted, "The most must-see card in WWE history belongs to us." Ladders and fallen competitors surround the ring as the victorious duo held their rare high card high above the WWE universe.
God, it's great to see The Miz finally get one. The guy has just been a punching bag for years, but finally, in the biggest of stages, too, just coming through.
Up. He steps up, and I can't believe his own card was in the briefcase.
How did they know? It's like The Mentalist,
It's insane. It's insane. And what would have Jade Cargill done had she gotten that card?
Oh, God, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Ricky, how long would you and I last in a ring with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill?
Oh, about 30 seconds, but I'm in there for all 30 of those seconds. Don't you take away a second from me, Chad. Save my life. He'll be dragging me out by my ankle. Chad, I said no. They've got me in like a chokehold, choking me out. I'm dying. I want every second.
Wow, another fantastic battle. And it's that card's available. So if that really revved your engines, make sure to go check it out. We'll post it on the show page this week. Didn't do it last week. Didn't have internet, didn't have computer, I didn't even have a home. But we'll get it up this week over on pttfpodcast.com.
I hope people are taking seriously these matches, because what you need to do is you need to buy the winning card, have a display that plays some sort of audio, and you can just play on repeat my match, Tim's match.
And if people are enjoying this, I'm going to ask them right now to take a few seconds, give a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, reach out to us on Instagram. A lot of work goes into these, and I am entertained to no end hearing this. So we want to feel the love from you, the viewer, as well.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Well
it's a labor. Thank you. It's a labor of love. We enjoy doing it, but let us know if we're just firing nonsense into the ether, or if this is actually resonating with any of you. We like it, but
sometimes it feels like we are, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Hell, yeah. I'm entertained.
Hey, Chad, you know what time it is?
What?
It's time to play the game. It's time to play a game. Time to play the game. Now, last week's show, we gave out a prize, a $25 eBay gift card, to one lucky sap that called in during the show and played Four Corners, the newest game sweeping the nation and the wrestling world by storm. We are going to continue that Four Corners game in the future, and we're calling for listeners. You got to join us. We'll try and get consistent on our show times each Sunday night. You got to join us live. We want to give you money. We want to give you WWE eBay bucks. Help us out. But fear not. We're here tonight to introduce a new game. I don't know. Let's see if I can. This game is going to be called What's That From? On this game is going to speak to our listeners that don't want to join us live, can't join us live, but that may want to still participate in a game and win some money, some WWE eBay bucks. Yeah. No, Tim does put a lot of time into this bit. What this is called is What's That From? I am going to play you all a sound, And we are not going to announce a winner today. We're not going to announce what it is today. You have to write into us at Pack to the Future Podcast on Instagram or packtothefuturepodcast@gmail.com. And you have to tell us what this sound is from. Now, I don't want to give too many hints. And if we get into this a couple of weeks and people aren't guessing it right, I will start dropping more hints. But the first thing you need to know, the only hint I'll give you, just think wrestling. Think wrestling and think older. Good enough?
Yeah, I think I'm there mentally. Let me turn back the clock a little bit, and I'm in.
There. Okay. And I kind of screwed it up with older. I don't want any bitch fest. Think 80s. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
What's this from? I used to get so jacked up listening to this. Could that be a Corvette, perhaps? Okay, there you have it. Get at us on our socials, at our Gmail. Dude, I used to get a rod watching this. I didn't even know what that was. I was just throwing fist pumps at 6 watching this.
Okay, so are we going first person who answers? If there's multiple winners, are we doing a drawing? Are we entering him into a Royal Rumble? What are we looking at?
Yeah, I think the way we're going to run this is the game closes Saturday at midnight each week, and any correct winners we have will be put into a random. If we have one correct, you win. If we have 2, you're getting a random. And then each week you have till the following Saturday at midnight to get it in.
Let's give them maybe a little more. If 10 people get it right, we'll do two prizes.
Done.
And we can escalate it even more from there, depending on the number of correct entries.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm so down with that. Hell yeah. I'm excited. So excited.
I've got that beat in my head. I'm just...
Dude, you're going to listen to that when you're getting ready to start your run in the morning.
You could have finished that sentence off with anything, and yeah, the answer would have been yes.
Touche. I might need to start blasting it around the house. All right. Well,
I've got one thing, Ricky, I want to jump back to before we go to Do You Remember? Now, there's one that's a work or a shoot, and I kind of botched this up a little bit with our social media clip, but there's something I want to bring up, and that's in regard to the latest drop from the Topps website of 2026 Topps Chrome WWE. They have an edition called the First Day Issue Box. Now, this segment is a little interesting of how we want to do this. So I put this in work or shoot. We'll make that part quick, Ricky. I'm going to fire that off to you. But I want to elaborate a little bit more from the card standpoint of this and just like what in the world the hobby is doing here. So, Ricky, I saw an Instagram post that said that these boxes, which went through a Dutch auction, that is finalized for the upcoming Topps Chrome WWE, ended at $725 a box, which guaranteed you 2 autographs. I think one of those is supposed to be a low number parallel or autograph. I saw it on social media, just like I did previously. Ricky, $725, a work or a shoot?
It's a shoot, and I am terrified. Dude, haven't you noticed that WWE, like, I know we don't love the writing at the moment. It's exploding in popularity. It's never been more popular. And I hate to say this out loud. It's the fact that they got away from all the edgy crap that we love so much that probably made them way more mainstream.
And I hate it.
Me too. Me
Check
too.
this out. This is a post to follow up on this, and you're exactly right, Ricky. It's a shoot. This is from Run Good Life, and if you're a WWE card collector, you should be following him and his channel over on YouTube. Usually does box breaks, oftentimes gets them before other people do, and has very good wrestling knowledge. But here is a post. I think this was on X from at Run Good Life. $725 sellout for Chrome WWE first day issue will shock a lot of folks, but we expected this. Talked to a couple of major breakers in the wrestling card space. The consensus among all, self included, was that this would sell out above 650. It's really easy to blame the breakers here. And Ricky, I will absolutely do that, him included.
Yep. Yep. 100%.
Especially ones who run pick your wrestler breaks. But the lack of backstock inventory on the market at accessible prices is the real culprit. We can agree to disagree.
Yep.
So he gives some examples of boxes. 2025 WWE Finest is $525. 2025 Topps Chrome, 600 plus. 24 Prism, 400 plus. 24 Select, 450. He goes on to say, in no world was this release going to sell for less than 2025 Chrome Hobby. 3 low-numbered parallels, one being an auto, is a very juicy bonus. The market has been starved for new wrestling sets. We could have a major release every single month for the rest of the year, and the market would still not be healthy. Ricky, $725 for first day issue box, and I will say this is a very high price. I absolutely blame the breakers. I think that's a separate conversation, but boy, oh boy, that's a high price for this box.
Yeah, I mean, it's the breakers in conjunction with Fanatics, in my opinion.
Sure.
They're saying, hey, yeah, this is why we're interested, because we can take it and blow these prices up and make just even more money. Yeah, you know, wrestling's real hot. It's hotter. It seems more popular than ever, in my opinion. Yeah, it's not surprising at all that these prices are going up to this point. I'm really just disheartened.
Yeah.
You know, it was one thing during the pandemic, like when you're going to take basketball and football and even baseball, if you're going to, and hockey, you can't leave the wrestling for us. You can't leave the real collectors. You can't leave Marvel for us, the real, you know, like even those dinky boxes that we'd buy just because it's the only thing you could afford as the pandemic started taking off.
Yeah.
Like it's really sad when even these cards are exploding on these at this price point. I'm happy to see it healthy. I'm happy to see the market healthy, you know, cards in general, but make no mistake, this is a bubble that's being propped up by a bunch of investabras. There will be a collapse of some sort in the market, in the card market in the future, in our lifetime. You mark my words.
Remember what your boys here told you. Remember those galactic cards we talked about?
Yep.
The last time we'll say it.
Yep.
Go get them while you can afford them.
Smart move. $6. $6.
$6. I'm going to go bid on it right after this. So unfortunately, in this week's Work or Shoot, it's real and it's not spectacular.
No, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah. So there's your downer of the week. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and kind of ruins that idea of like Pack Wars.
Yeah.
It kind of throws that right out the window.
Yes, it does. But more to come on Topps Chrome here coming up here a little bit later on in the show.
Absolutely. You know, I don't agree with him that you could release a new product. I think that the market does want new product. I think that you could release some new ones and it would help the market. You're not releasing 12 in a year and still having a market not over anything but saturated.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now it's we're on to Do You Remember? And dude, I'm so excited for this one. Yeah. I'm just gonna play some random. Oh, you know what song I threw in here?
Yeah, what do you got?
It's Luigi Primo's thing.
Oh, dude, Luigi Primo. Still waiting to hear back from the Primo Pizza pasta tossers. But
I found a clip with him and Downhausen together.
Oh, what a great
driving
duo.
someone nuts. on AEW, of course.
Of course, it's
You got to get
AEW.
over there, dude.
Hey,
Um,
speaking of music, shout out to YouTube for only banning one song last week. And
oh, what did
so,
we get?
unfortunately, our Russian listeners on podcast form won't be able to see us on the YouTube. But shout out to only one copyright last week.
What was
That's
the
pretty
one?
good.
Do we know?
It's I think it was the intro song with Hulkamania, but I can pull that up as you're talking
Oh,
about these.
all right. We'll figure that out. We'll make tweaks as needed. Well, do you remember, Chad? WWF in your house.
I don't know that I do. I don't know that I do.
You might and you may not realize it, or you
Oh.
may not. We'll find out.
Oh.
The WWE, really WWF's in your house, was the father of the monthly WWF pay-per-view. Okay.
Okay.
They started holding these. The first one was held on May 14th in 1995 in Syracuse, New York. And the point of these was to help the WWF better compete with the WCW, who at that point in time was holding 9 to 10 pay-per-views per year.
Okay.
At that point in time in 1995, the WWF only had their tentpole pay-per-views, which actually was 5 instead of 4. You had WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble, and at that point in time, King of the Ring was considered a 5th tentpole. And what they wanted to do is they wanted, at that point in time, though you could buy those pay-per-views. They all averaged 3 hours in length, okay? And you could buy those pay-per-views for $30. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it is.
So what they wanted to do is they wanted to offer more pay-per-views and in the off months and have these pay-per-views run at 2 hours, and that they would cost $14.95 instead of $30.
Hey, bargain.
Yeah, they later upped the price of these pay-per-views to $19.95 after In Your House 5. But they also, after like In Your House 7 or 8, upped their pay-per-view lengths to all 3 hours. So now to kick off, sorry about that. To kick off this initiative, in the first WWF In Your House pay-per-view, WWF ran a sweepstakes to give away a house in Orlando,
That is absurd.
Florida, and they aired the drawing live on pay-per-view. But Chad, I sent you a link, if you wouldn't mind bringing that up. And it is
Yes,
a couple
sir.
minutes. We may talk a little bit over it and kind of explain what's happening for those that are just listening to the show. But this is them drawing and calling the winner of a house at the first ever WWF In Your House pay-per-view event.
Now, I don't want to give away any spoilers here, but was it you? Did they call you?
I don't live in Orlando, Florida. That's a hint.
Did you then, though?
We can only one way to find out.
Think it was Wax Museum Kyle?
Watching this as a kid, a little kid in my bedroom, watching my pay-per-view and thinking this is like the most mind-blowing, crazy thing I've ever seen in my life.
Did you have an entry? Did you have an entry in there?
No, I don't think I was with it. And that's how little I was. Let's see, 95. I was 11. So I guess I probably didn't have a good excuse. I should have gotten an entry in. But yeah, it was just insane, these In Your House pay-per-views. And they're responsible for some pretty epic moments. And honestly, I would consider, if we want to revisit this down the road, a second In Your House pay-per-view highlights. Because as I started going through these matches, there were so many important, huge matches that took place during In Your House events that I didn't even come close to touching on all of them. I could do a 3-hour show on In Your House. So, well, let me just wrap up by saying that in total, there were 30 In Your House pay-per-views. They ran from 1995 to 1999.
That's a good run.
It was a great run. And then they came back in 2020 to 2022 with NXT, started using them for a little bit.
Okay.
Now, here are a few highlights if you want to go on Netflix. They hold all the back catalog of these pay-per-views. And if you want to find some of these matches, you can check them all out on Netflix. All right. In Your House 10, Mind Games was held September 22nd, 1996. It featured Shawn Michaels versus Mankind for the WWF Championship in a match that most would classify as one of the best wrestling matches in all of the 90s. All of them. And I haven't seen that match that I recall. It's the first thing I'm going to do when we get off. Well, after I finish AEW. In Your House 11, Buried Alive was held October 20th, 1996, and it features the first ever Buried Alive match between The Undertaker and Mankind.
Yes.
How about In Your House 14, Revenge of the Taker? That was held April 20th, 1997. Stone Cold Steve Austin makes his first ever WWF Championship match appearance as he takes on Bret the Hitman Hart. That's a good one. It's a good one. Bad Blood, In Your House 18, held October 5th, 1997. This was the first ever Hell in a Cell match that took place between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. It's also where that's gotta be Kane. Kane makes his appearance with Paul Bearer mid-match, rips the whole side of the cage off, and proceeds to destroy The Undertaker. Again, I remember in my bedroom watching that and losing my mind. By God! You know, when we do by God, that's us making fun. Like what people don't realize, I think, is that's how we used to respond to stuff when we were little.
That's how we respond to stuff now.
Exactly. And finally, the one I want to highlight, St. Valentine's Day Massacre in Your House, which was the 27th in Your House, held February 14th, Valentine's Day, 1999. And I told you recently, you got to just go watch that whole show. It features an Extreme Rules match where they go out of the building and fight into a river. It features Stone Cold Steve Austin facing Vincent Kennedy McMahon in a steel cage, and if he wins, he gets to go to the fight for the championship at WrestleMania. What do you think Stone Cold's going to do with Vince McMahon in a steel cage? It's exactly what you think, and it's amazing.
It's going to put him in the blender, baby.
Oh, he does, and they do a wonderful storytelling of it, where Vince's defenses are really just to play games. Like, I won't get in the ring, I won't enter the cage. Oh, you're out of the cage? Now I'm going to hurry and enter it.
Oh, boy.
It's a lot of that, but it's so fun just because it builds the anticipation for when Stone Cold gets his hands on Vince. All right, well.
Now, that's good stuff. Now, Ricky, I want to go back to By God, like to truly emphasize this. We utilize this daily in our group chat. And also, patients, they tell me things that blow my mind. Like, I'll have patients who are coming in for a blood pressure follow-up and they show me their home blood pressure numbers. I see a high number. I'm like, oh God, how are you not dead? Good God Almighty, his heart's going to explode. And they just look at me like, what? Like, what is wrong with this guy? And then I'm like, oh yeah, like, no, we got to increase your meds. You're totally not okay. Yeah.
Hey,
it's real.
The last authentic By God we did that I can remember was WrestleMania last year.
Yeah.
That's when Taker showed up. That, and our wives heard us upstairs. That's a By God. That's a true By God.
That was 2 years ago.
I can't believe that.
2 years ago.
You're right. I can't believe that that train wreck of a pregame show we tried to do was already a year ago.
Yeah. Crazy, man. We'll do a better one this year.
This is going to be a way better pregame heading into this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're ready to roll.
Do we go, dude? I'm going to regret saying this. Do we go back-to-back nights for WrestleMania?
I think we may have to. You know, I'm bringing my dad up to go fishing in the Columbia River that morning. So we should be home at like 3 p.m. What time's Mania start? Do you know? I should be home like 3 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah, I bet pre-games at most will be started by then. I bet the big deal. Like, I think that'll work out pretty well.
Okay, so maybe what I'll do is do the half-day fishing tour instead.
Well,
I already
hold
have
on.
it booked. We may cut it back to make
No,
sure that we can get wrestling in.
no. You get back whenever you get back. We do the show. If it's middle of WrestleMania, the start of WrestleMania for the first hour, we do it then. I don't care.
No, our group chat has too many spoilers. You know,
Okay, fair.
Selly's going to go out there and post things that happen immediately. Selly,
Well,
he's a big fan, but but he's
I
a little bit of a
know,
spoiler.
but what I'm proposing is that you guys get back whenever you get back, and we watch it live. Like, we watch the WrestleMania while we're doing the show if we have to.
Oh, I got you.
I'm
Okay.
just trying to keep your fishing trip intact.
Which I'm sure our WWE listeners are super stoked for, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, well, your dad.
Oh, he loves the WWE too. Oh,
we
yeah.
We might need Bob on as a special guest, if I'm being honest.
Dude, we got to get him to wear a bandana and dress up as the Hulkster.
We're all dressing up, right? You have to dress up for those shows. Okay.
Oh, that was one of the things, like when we moved our house, I had my Macho Man costume and I'm like, God, I don't really have room for this. It's in a bin. Do we take that, or do we take like some of the china that we had that Sarah's grandma gave to her? And Macho Man made it into the pod. So
wow.
Yeah, we're dressing up.
Okay, perfect. Sorry. And I heard you. I'm seeing WrestleMania might start as early as 2:30 or 3.
That's a problem.
That is a big problem.
All right. Well, half-day fishing it is.
We will let me research this a little more. We'll figure it off air.
Yeah, off air.
All right. Let's bring her home. You know what time? That's kind of a good transition.
That was good. I like that.
What's our next segment coming up here, Chad?
So this is our 3 count. The match has been long. We've had the peaks. We've had the lulls. The blood has been shed. The finishers have been had. And now it's time for the 3 count, where we bring you a new product in the wrestling card world, a big sale of the week, and then we finish her off with the biggest card auction that we have seen in wrestling over the past week. Ricky, you ready for it?
I'm ready. And due to listener Dan Ganhausen, I present you the Brood's entrance music.
I love it. For count number 1, we have an update, Ricky, on new product of the week. And in fact, if you are listening to this live, or at least on the first day that this comes out, you will be privy to this new information just in the last couple of days. 2026 Topps Chrome WWE will be available for pre-order on March 16th. That is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern on the Topps website. And for those of you who don't know, typically the pre-order you can tend to get at a bit of a discount to what you'll get at your LCS. And certainly when this product pops, which it will, especially leading up to WrestleMania, the price is undoubtedly going to jump. But you heard it here first. Please log on. Just make sure that you save a box for Ricky and I so we can get ours. But please try and make sure you jump on there, beat all the breakers to it, and see if you can snag yourself a box of the Topps Chrome. We don't have a price yet, but the cards that we show here is also the thumbnail for our YouTube. These look pretty good, Ricky.
We might need to look at that tonight or tomorrow, first thing. We might need to each pick up a box.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's good looking stuff right there.
Pack Wars coming at you.
Number 2. This one is the big sale of the week. And this one, I think I misspoke earlier. So this one, oh man, I was a little shocked by this, but let's go to it. We're going to use Card Ladder sales history. We have a 2025 Topps Chrome. Speaking of Chrome, this is Cactus Jack, a Gunther auto. No, not Mick Foley. This is Idiot Cactus Jack.
Yeah. Dude, the ring genre.
This is Superfractor 1/1 auto.
And
it is inscribed Ring General with the quotes. I always love it when they put the quotes. Like, hey, someone once said this, which is always just shout out to that. And this bad boy sold on March 13th for $5,000 for a raw card.
Wow. Whoa,
dude. That seems like a big boy price, but it's a big boy card as well.
He's a big boy wrestler. The WWF loves him. I don't know why you would love him as a fan. I mean, I like characters. I like a lot of personality, and he has
Yeah.
none of it. But that is who he is. That is his character. And maybe I need to start embracing old Gunther a little more.
You may need to. I mean, he'll chop your head right off if you're not careful.
He's a
And
great heel. He's a great heel.
how many chops you taken from him till your sternum just collapses into your lung?
If I can get a minute in a Hell in a Cell with Jade Cargill for every one I take, at least 3.
You're not taking 3 chops. Oh my! You couldn't take 1 chop from your brother dressed as Bret the Hitman Hart,
I could
and he
take
just
one.
woo slapped you. This is Gunther chop.
Anyone would take one. I mean, if you're going to get in there, you're going to take one, and then it's after one whether you're even willing to take a second. And you might be right that I might say I'm out. But
You're going to triple backflip into the luchador's lap sitting ringside, and your crumbled sternum is going to be sitting next to the luchador's head that
Yeah.
the old hamburger man elbowed right off.
well, that would definitely be a problem. But you don't win one of these bad boys
Yeah, that's true.
without taking a few bumps and bruises.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Cactus Jack. I did some research to see if Cactus Jack was going to be making a comeback with this WrestleMania. And as of now, there has been no mention it in any press release or on the Topps website. So I think that the Cactus Jack was probably a one and done.
Yeah. Thank God.
That's
God.
number 2. Yeah, seriously. Number 3, we're going to pivot.
Football, basketball, baseball, but don't do it WWE. We already have a Cactus Jack, and it's not him.
It had to be a money-making opportunity with Travis Scott.
100%.
So number 3 is our product of the week, and this is up for sale now. And now I've pivoted away from a card this week, Ricky. I was doing some scrolling, and I saw this fun little guy,
Yeah.
and I thought it'd be fun to highlight.
Yes.
Now, this is a 1985 Titan Hulk Hogan Superstars thumb wrestler. This bad boy is 40 years old and features the red knee pads, the yellow boots, the white headband, and of course, the hole in the Hulkster's backside where you can place your little thumb and do whatever your heart desires.
I so remember these. Do you remember these?
I don't remember these. I don't think I ever had one of these.
I don't know that I had one, but like one of your friends did, and like you just always like mess with it. I feel like.
So the Hulkster,
That's
standing good 4 inches tall there for the Hulkster.
That's incredible. Dude, that gets me so excited.
Oh yeah.
And if you'll pad for just like 10 seconds.
And this card can still be yours. So this is featured on eBay. This one ends in 5 days. Starting bid of only $6 and currently at 0 bid. So you can go get yourself a nice little Hulkster thumb wrestler for pretty cheap.
It's reminding me of this, which is going to be on a future episode of Do You Remember? These are how wrestling figures used to look.
Yes.
And I got this one from this is the governor of Minnesota. This is Jesse the Body. And I got this. My dad said after I got my tetanus shot in my butt, and I was like 5, and he said I could, or whatever age you get it at, I can get a toy. He gave me this. I was pissed, so pissed. You can't move anything. You can't do anything with them. But dude, that website that we covered the other wrestling figures on has this one too. I'm going to be buying a lot of these. They had so many amazing figures. I still have this. This is the actual toy I got when I was 6 or 5 or whatever. This is it.
So incredible. And while those might be heavily lined with carcinogens, they can drop a mean elbow on other figures with how rigid they are.
Oh, yeah. You could do some serious damage with these. This is a weapon.
Hey, how about this? The governor of Minnesota, shout out to listener Merle. He voted for him as governor. So shout out Merle.
Dude, speaking of, and this Hulk Hogan, we're going to go off a quick tangent, and then we're going to jump right back into it's related. Our boy Merle is on our main show. We covered, someone got a Joe Hendry action figure and used our code, and it was entered. It was our boy Merle.
Yes.
Merle gets the figure, and it's beat to shit in the packaging. So he reaches out. It comes in a manila envelope.
Oh, get out of here.
So he reaches out to him and says, "Hey, I'd really wish you didn't do this. Not give me my money back, not what were you thinking, not criticize. Just I really wish you wouldn't have sent it to me like this. It's damaged." The guy responds, "Cool story, bro. For someone who cares, go play with your little action figure."
No, are you serious?
Yeah, and I go on his eBay, and he just has like 6 or 7 negative reviews where he just talks shit to anyone who gives him any negative review, tries to fix anything. You and I need to talk between now and Thursday. I'm seriously considering blowing this guy's spot up in a way that will not get us in legal trouble. But
let's do it. Let's see if we can get him on the phone next week.
I would love that.
Dude, let's get him on the phone. We'll bring on Danhausen. Danhausen can curse him.
Yes! 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 Okay, we're going to do some behind the scenes work on this.
Yes.
All right. Hit us with 3, baby. Or I guess that was 3.
That's 3. It's over.
Yeah.
The match is over. I think we won. We declare victory. We win the title. And we move on to Sunday night main event number 4.
Oh, man. Well, it's what a show, man. I would love for people to reach out to us. Let us know if you're enjoying any of this. I love doing it. I get
so do I.
Yeah. I hate to admit it, putting this show together than the main show. And I love the main show. But
no, I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know if you like it. If there's anything you'd like to see or see us shy away from, let us know. Get at us at Pack to the Future Podcast on Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been another fun show. For Chad, the Beat, Doc.
I have a great complexion today. No red ears.
No red ears. For Chad, no red ears, Doc. I'm Ricky, the Bruiser eBay, wishing all of you a one of one night. Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Wild.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem is usually we cut it off on the main show when we talk about Dan. But when we talk about Dan this week,